Hi, I'm Simon Stockley, and I'm the Deputy Director of Accelerate Cambridge. I'm a teaching fellow in entrepreneurship here in the Judge Business School, and also director of a program called Management of Technology and Innovation.
I'm Hanadi Jabado, and I am director of Accelerate Cambridge. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm delighted to be working with Simon, whom I've known for almost 5 years. Accelerate Cambridge was created to enable venture creation out of Cambridge. Please note that I didn't say out of the University of Cambridge, but out of Cambridge. We very much would like to support businesses that are coming out of the town, as well as supporting young graduates, researchers, faculty members to commercialize their research. We are not your typical commercial accelerator program that gives money up front and takes equity in the programs. That's not what we do. We have a unique combination of entrepreneurship education, coaching and mentoring, and an extremely structured approach to venture creation.
The basic idea is that people will come to us with what looks like a good idea for a business, maybe a promising technology, maybe an idea for a service or a product, and we will work with them to try and attach a business model to that idea and get them to the stage ultimately where they can raise seed funding.
Yeah.
So it's very much at the early stages, pre-seed, working with them to see if there's a genuinely decent idea there and whether or not they're capable of implementing it.
So Accelerate Cambridge sits at the heart of the Cambridge Judge Business School. And at the Cambridge Judge Business School, we have a holistic approach on entrepreneurship. We look at the entrepreneur from the individual, which is stage one, and we work on unlocking the entrepreneurial potential in the individual. Our center, the Center for Entrepreneurial Learning, which is part of the Cambridge Judge Business School, has developed programs over the last 10 years looking at the entrepreneurial intent and unlocking the entrepreneurial potential. That's stage one that CJBS has identified. Stage two is I am an entrepreneur and I know that I want to set up a business. Or I'm an innovator. I've got an invention. I have an idea and I would like to commercialize it. We bring the entrepreneurs with the innovators and help them in a safe environment work on the idea, work on the product, and we give them coaching and mentoring and a zest of entrepreneurship education, and that's stage two, what we call Ideation Weekends, startup weekends. At our startup weekends, we've got 80 individuals, and they do not know each other, and they come there on a Friday at 5 o'clock. After a few pitches and more feedback, there are a very cohesive group. And 4 hours later, the 80 individuals have created 10 to 12 teams around 12 ideas. They work on it for 56 hours, and at the end, they pitch. Traditionally, out of the 12 ideas that have been worked on during the weekend, we take 4 that joined the pre-accelerator program, which is the stage 3. Stage 3, I have a team, I have an innovation, and I want to understand if I have a market. We call it building something right rather than building the right thing. This is a mistake that most people do. They go and they build something right, but this is not what you want them to do. You want them to build the right thing for the market. And that's our stage 3. And then acceleration and then seed.
The mentors play really important role in the startup weekend. Basically sitting with each of the teams, working with them, guiding them, challenging their assumptions, their initial ideas, and letting the nascent entrepreneurs benefit from their insights and experience. And of course, without sponsors, these weekends couldn't happen at all. So, the role of the sponsors is fundamental. And increasingly what we're finding is that the sponsors come back later and deliver workshops for us on things such as intellectual property law, corporate law, and things like that. So the sponsors are a very important part of the weekend.
So the mentors are sounding boards. We tell our mentors, remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. It is extremely important to hear out the team. And it's extremely important to challenge the assumptions, as Simon said, but also share your experience. Because most of the people who join our weekends have no commercial experience. And this is a learning place, and we're a teaching place. So the entrepreneurship education that Simon delivers on both days, and it's really tiny, but it's very powerful, makes a huge difference in the quality of the pitches, in the quality of the ideas, and in how far the ideas are gone.
I think the advice I would give to any budding edtech entrepreneur is rather similar to entrepreneurs in general. And that's the central importance of being absolutely clear about your value proposition from the point of view of the customer or each customer segment that you're thinking of targeting. And really understanding at a profound level precisely what it is that your customer needs and why they need it. Second thing I would say is to be aware that plan A, what you think may be your opportunity, very rarely works out that way in reality. So you need to be prepared to change and to learn and to develop. And it has been said that a startup is an idea or an organization in search of a business model. And I think that is very, very true. So be prepared to learn quickly, learn as cheaply as you possibly can, and be prepared to change multiple iterations of your first business model.
Some people spend their weekends kite surfing, others go scuba diving. Some people do serial startup weekends. It's a way of having fun. So come and have fun. That's probably my first 2 advice. It's for everybody. It's open to everybody. We're very inclusive. The second one is have fun. The third one is if your idea is so great that you're so scared not to share it and talk about it, don't come. Because we don't get any NDAs signed, we work on trust, we come here and we share and we learn by sharing. And remember, this is a teaching facility. We create a safe learning environment, and it's very much for everyone to come and learn. And the learning doesn't come from interacting, it does come from interacting with the mentors and with the coaches and with Simon and with myself. But it also comes from, and it actually, not just also, it mainly comes from interacting with your peers. And if you are going to fail, come and fail at a startup weekend. And come again and fail again. Because this is a very safe place to fail and learn from your mistakes.